Greetings, my noble knights. It is I, Blaze Templar, and today we are actually getting ready to do our battle in the UAPB, and we are going up against kind of an interesting team this time around, and that would in fact be I can't talk today. As you can kind of tell, unfortunately, this seems to happen more than I like to admit. The OKC Thunduruses, which has an interesting setup. They really do. OKC has Mew, Zygarde, 50%, Arcanine, Greninja, Torrent, Serena, Venomoth, and actually, there is a better page to do this with, the sprite page. Here we go. OKC, where are you? I really do like the fact that they did take the time to actually code this in, because this is actually really quite handy. But where is OKC? Oh, the Thundurus. I skipped over it twice, and as you can tell, not all of them are coded in properly, but the Mew, the Zygarde, the Gallade Mega, Arcanine, Tapu Koko, Serena, Greninja, Venomoth, Sceptile, Qwilfish, and Drifblim. Now he's got a lot of setup mons: Swords Dance and Gallade, Dragon Dance and Zygarde, Swords Dance, Sceptile, Quiver Dance, Venomoth. Drifblim has Curse that has the Flare Boost ability. Mew can be physical, special, defensive, offensive, can do it all because of its TM spread. And of course, Qwilfish has that nice Intimidate. I almost went with Bisharp for the Defiant because both Arcanine and Qwilfish have that possibility, but he knows I have that. And it does actually pose a really big threat to his team. So I decided against it, and I went Mega Scissor, kind of wanting to play around because it has the bulk to take on Zygarde, and as long as his Gallade doesn't have Fire Punch, it'll do just fine. Can deal with Tapu Koko with that Bullet Punch. Serena doesn't really do much to Mega Scissor. Greninja, once I'm Mega'd, not going to do a lot to me either. So, yeah, I decided Scissor would be the better play here. The fact that I just have a Defiant user on my team really, I think, will kind of mitigate the threat of getting intimidated, at least this week, considering what I've got. And a lot of his Pokemon are actually pretty slow outside of his Greninja and his Sceptile, and Tapu Koko, of course. Base 195, which is pretty quick, quicker than a lot of my Pokemon, as you can see, but I am running a Choice Scarf on my Gardevoir. I have the Life Orb on my Mamoswine, and I do have a couple of really nasty tricks up my sleeves. In this case, I am actually running a double Trick Rumors. And this case, I wanted to run a especially offensive Cofagrigus, and of course it does kind of help mitigate the threat of number of the attacks that the opponent has because of Mummy. If he tries to like hit me with a Fire Punch or something, or Flare Blitz, he'll lose his abilities, and that could be pretty clutch for me. So Cofagrigus is also running the Trick Room to give me the speed advantage once that wears off. I am still running speed advancement in a couple of my Pokemon, just because I'm running a really odd team. I really am. I just decided to grab like threats and not really team build as per se. As you can see, Fire I'm not too fond of. Top 3 are weak to Fire. Bisharp's weak to Fire. Amoonguss is weak to Fire. I'm not fond of fighting. Weak. So you can, and weak again. So you can kind of see I do have some problems with my build, but I just kind of wanted to get an offensive presence going and see if I couldn't win by just having a really offensive team that had some variable options. And then a couple of defensive cores in Amoonguss and Alomomola, Corogonal for the rapid spinning potential, Defog and Mega Scissor. So I thought, you know, I'm not really going to do as nice of a thought process team with this, and let's see how I can do with it, is basically what I was thinking there. And I need to log in. Blaze Templar. And I need to put in my password, which had to change because the security stuff happened. But anyway, that is basically it. So, yeah, that was the team builder. I'll see you soon. Later.